Hello, this is George Senda, the one, the only, the official, the original, the authentic, the guy from Pittsburgh, and I barely made it home. And it's because of the incompetence of the respiratory therapist person at John Muir Hospital. I had to be taken to the hospital on Sunday at about 5 in the morning because I stopped breathing again. And there was this guy in the bed next to me that was babbling away day and night. He was not all there. He was screaming at hospital officials in the hallway as they went by. I got no. Finally, I talked to a nurse. They moved him out of the room. I got to sleep this morning about 5 a.m. and Friday, my left knee started hurting from when I fell 3 weeks ago, and my right knee and my back. So the nurse came in, brought 4 pillows in, which enabled me to prop up my legs. And I got about an hour's sleep, and then this respiratory therapy idiot came in, all cheerful and chipper, about 6 things, asked me if she could manipulate the bed. I said, no, leave it alone. I just got comfortable. I finally got the only hour of sleep I've had since Saturday. She says, well, you can sleep when you put the mask on. You have to breathe in and out for the respiratory therapy mask. So she puts the mask on me, then she reaches along my left side and manipulates the buttons on the bed. The back of the bed went up like this and started crushing my spine and my lower back. I could feel the blood racing the top of my head, that my head was about to explode. The front of the bed started pushing both feet up, and I was screaming. So I grabbed the mask off. Somehow reached over with this arm, which is my bad arm, grabbed the mask off my face, yelled at her, what the hell are you doing? Man, just stopped the controls before the entire bed had squashed me like a bug. Then I started, and she said, you can't yell at me like that. I said, yes, you can. You're an idiot. I told you to leave the bed alone. You took it upon your own volition to do what you want and move. You were going to move that bed, come hell or high water, and to hell with what the patient wanted. So she took off after giving her apologies. I said, I don't want your damn apologies. The trick would be to not do it at all. I called Roger. I called the administration office, got a voicemail to somebody. I called again later, got another voicemail. No one called back. So today the head of respiratory therapy called me and said she had talked to twice. She talked to her again, and then said she was sorry, was frustrated. I said, what is this frustration business? I'm furious. I'm going to have to kill somebody. Your operative, your employee, pushed buttons on a bed that had like pneumatic pressure, like in Goldfinger when they squashed the Lincoln Continental. And I iced the knee down when I got home, and it didn't do any good. I've been icing the knee down enough that I have ice skate in my rink in my bed. I am in pain. And if you don't believe it, well, I can show you my medications. This is also, and then the top, I got the iPad back, and now the internal microphone to record outward does not work. I got to take it back. I took a cab from Bart because I could not walk, and now tomorrow, or actually, I'm doing it tomorrow. Take it back, hobble down the street, and pay with my walker, and say the microphone does not work. Everything else seems to work out, except it did disappear some numbers and Hangouts. I don't know how that happened. All right, this is the box for my. This is ipratropium bromide and albuterol. This is my medication for my new nebulizer. John Muir, unlike UCSF that did nothing for years, gave me inhaler. So this is one of them. I have not had a chance to look at it yet. All right, we have here a bag of Don Francisco's house blend coffee. We have a half pound of Challenge European style butter. We have carving board chicken breast because little girl loves the carving board chicken breast. We have 2 bottles of peach Snapple. This is frustrating. You can't open the pickle jar. I have the pickle jar. Dill pickles. And I have more stuff at the post office, but I could not walk to feed Tiny when Mama Cat was here when I got home. I had to use a shopping cart to feed them last night to push on the shopping cart. We have French bread pizza. I know I promised not to eat pizza, but I am too exhausted to cook anything. You have sourdough bread. There's another thing of pizza. Then battered fish fillets. I'm doing this with the phone. 4 cans of Stark chicken in the sea, flight tuna in water, more salad making. We got 3 of these. The cannot crushed pineapple was on sale. The icing on my leg did not help all day. And here's all my medication for those who stupidly think they're really wrong with me. Alright, we have here amlodipine, that's for my cholesterol. No, I think that's for my cholesterol. We have here prednisone. I think this is prednisone. That's for a steroid for the sinuses. We have here finally Xopenex, which they took away from me years ago, that helps me breathe, the inhaler. We have here avorstatin. Oh, this is Lipitor. The other stuff is my blood pressure pills. And the doctor gave me no pain pills. Thank you, doctor, for no pain pills. We have here, even though I asked her twice, we have here some cherry tomatoes. And a Foster Farm smoked turkey, turkey ham, turkey bologna, turkey pastrami. And turkey kielbasa. It was all I could do to walk the 4.5 blocks to the bus and keep screaming. I was moaning a lot from the pain. And we have here more onion with hickory bourbon and all that stuff. And more tuna fish. And they gave me a receipt to send to Anchor saying that what happened to the charging cable was not my fault. So I will get the money back. And that's all I could carry. I literally had to pull myself one step at a time, put the bags in front of me, the backpack on my back, up the stairs. And a great deal of pain. So that's what's happening right now. I'm going to lie down, put an ice pack on my left knee. That's what hurts more than anything, and it hurts to even move it. Put an ice pack on my left knee. That's what hurts more than anything. And take some 200 milligram over-the-counter Motrin, which doesn't really do anything much. There you go. Everything's been falling on the floor all day. And so, well, I'm going to sit down tomorrow when I have hopefully recovered somewhat and start calling attorneys. Because to tell me that I'm frustrated when their moronic therapist comes in, puts the mask over my head and says you can sleep while you're breathing on the mask, and then proceeds. What she did basically, here's my rent money order envelope. I'm lying like this with the back of the bed slightly elevated. She pushed the button and this part of the bed started doing this. That's my back, and when it pressed to my spine, I started screaming, and then this part started pushing my feet and knees together, and I'm the bug in the middle. And if I hadn't reached over like this, tore the somehow tore the mask off my face and reached my this is my rotator cuff that never has been repaired, bad right arm, and stopped the buttons from moving forward, I would have been probably squashed to death. The blood raced up my body. I could feel the blood in my head pounding. It was rolling up into my eyes, and I was in absolute agony. I have no, she worked there. She had a badge and everything. She's an employee, which is a good thing. I would love to have thousands, if not millions of dollars, buy my house, buy a new car for Kathy, my 4x4, my electric wheelchair, maybe a nice $55,000 GoPro. I'll settle for the brand new 2020 iMac that just came out, and a couple of iPads. But I am angry, furious, pissed off, ready to kill, ready to strangle, kill, crush, destroy, you name it. My back and knee. Little girl was cuddling me all day because she could tell I was hurt. So, I do not exaggerate a lot, Mr. Emerson. So go, Mr. Soapbox. Goodbye. You have no idea what I went through today. Every step I was screaming going up the street. I went down the stairs one step at a time. I iced this thing, and then I had to hobble to the bathroom on my cane, hobble downstairs in my cane, go 4.5 the bus, scream when I got on the bus, because both knees are hurting because she crushed my legs. So you can go to hell for all I care. I exaggerate. You weren't there. And I wrote a long email to the president of the John Muir Health Group, running all this down. I also talked to the charge nurse who said she would talk to this woman. I talked to my doctor who said she would talk to this woman. So don't give me the BS that I exaggerate. I fell 3 weeks ago and I was healing and getting better. Now, what's this? Oh, God, now the phone's going crazy. Just a moment. Sorry. Well, I don't know if I'm permanently damaged or not. Sorry about that. I had to plug this thing in and it started going nuts. When you have pain where your eyes are rolling up and you're... Oh yeah, I'm exaggerating. Phil Emerson has complained in the past he's a troll. If that's not the actual Phil Emerson, then that's a troll. Kathy called me and she said, on the bus, she said you sounded horrible. And I did. And I told this woman when she did that, I said, what didn't you understand about the word no? Leave the bed alone. The trolls are one thing. They are narcissists and evil people. They want you to pay attention and they disrupt the live stream because they are like the tricksters of ancient mythology. They come in here and they disrupt the stream because they can. It draws them attention. It gets them people. Oh, look at what the trolls did. Ha ha ha. They do nothing constructive. They are a destructive force, just like Antifa, just like Black Lives Matter Incorporated, the Marxist group, and other things. So I could not say they're akin to demons, although who knows, they may be, as the late Malachi Martin, Father Malachi Martin, may rest in peace. They may be perfectly possessed. So I have more things to show you tomorrow, but I'm not up to it now. I'll show you the nebulizer and all of that, but I wanted to get on the air. I tried to do live stream at BART, and people said we weren't hearing you, and then a phone call, and they couldn't hear me either on the iPad. So the ability, and someone sent an email, and I thanked them for that, that they probably left the connector off when they attached the charging port works. Oh, it's a lot tighter than it was, and they have a note to Anchor saying he didn't break it, give him the money. That's basically what it says. So that'll go off. All right, now if you'll bear with me for a minute, I have to put this stuff away. Frustrated my ass. We're sorry you're frustrated. I don't know where customer service people get with this frustrating crap. I'm not frustrated when I have somebody try to crush me between two halves of a pneumatic power bed. It's like those Niagara chairlift chairs. You could easily get crushed in one of those too. I don't know if they make them anymore, but automatic chairs, recliners. Miracle, my foot didn't get caught in the railing, and I could have snapped my ankle off. All right, this chair is not exactly stable either. So excuse me a moment. I got to get out of this thing somehow. On the bright side, Luke Miana had a great video on an LG TV. Said 82 inches, 8K, incredible picture, $4,300. I want one. All right. I was walking, by the way, from the light across the Safeway, and this man came out of nowhere, heard me moaning, and grabbed my arm and said, "Let me help you, my friend." He helped me across the street. That's how much pain I was in. Okay, 1, 2, 3. If I yell and scream, I apologize. I don't know how this is going to work. It's on the right side of my left kneecap that's causing 90% of the pain, but this back is now hurting. It's subsided. And my right knee. And my arm. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hope it wasn't the phone. That was the phone. Oh, shit. Ah, God. Sorry, that was the phone. I apologize. I opened up the bread and had a quick sandwich. Bad experience is not the word for it. Terrifying experience, more like it. Hold on, the alien is trying to go up my back. Hell with the alien. Let him sit on the floor with everybody else. And the keyboard fell on the floor. And the scissor. Okay. Let me see if I can adjust the bloody chair. Alright. I don't know what's been in chat. The stupid phone fell off the floor. By the way, for what it's worth, it's a backpack. I want you to see that the iPad is here. And it works, but it does not have call anybody or do a video. There's no sound externally. I can't talk to anybody, but I played Kathy's least favorite song, Dancing Queen, and it played fine. So, and I looked at YouTube briefly, and it played fine. I can make a phone call on this, but if I made a Hangouts phone call, nobody could hear me. So, I don't know. This is a woman I don't remember ever seeing before. This was someone new. Hi, I'm Maitland or Malin or some weird Southern California female name like that. Maylee. She's white, brunette, short, too damn chipper for 6 in the morning, or as Lou Azar said to Mary Tyler Moore, I hate spunk. You're too damn cheerful. I never saw this woman before. I was in 3 weeks ago. I had 8 breathing treatments, and I don't know where she came from, but when you tell someone, I don't want my bed adjusted, I got it comfortable. I had 2 pillows behind my back, 4 pillows at my feet. They took away my blankets. And by the way, for those who are saying that I will stroke out and that I will have a heart attack, they did a sonogram of my heart. My valves are perfect. My heart is perfect. There is no arteriosclerosis. There is no plaque. There is no cholesterol. Why I'm taking Lipitor, I don't know. But the doctor was amazed. For your age and your weight, there's absolutely nothing wrong with your heart. That was the primary doctor. She has 15 patients. I don't know. I'm going to ask for 50 million and settle for 5 or 10. I remember if I win a lawsuit, I get off SSI, and I'd probably lose my Medicare. I don't know if I would lose Medicare or not, but have to give something to Kathy. So they'll settle. But I've already picked the house. They want it's $1.25 million. They got to give me my house, my 40 acres of land, and my mule. Or actually 2 mules to ward off the coyotes. And a date with Pamela Anderson or something, Lonnie Anderson, I don't know, Sofia Vergara, one of them women, they come over and help me organize my new house. Anyway. No, the nurse was very good. Young black lady, and she said that she would have a talk with her. She was a charge nurse in the floor. My mother was a nurse for 50 years. I know nursing. And the male nurse was named George. He brought me the pillows, the blankets, all of that. But all of a sudden it was very weird. Zsa Zsa Gabor is kind of dead. He continues to be dead, and she lost her leg, the poor thing, to diabetes. All of a sudden, when I'm sleeping, this woman pops in at 6 or 6:30 in the morning, and hi, they did that during the night, Sunday night, which was okay, but I'm sound asleep. She walks in when I'm asleep. That's, catch you unawares, I guess, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to move to Wyoming. Why would I want a ram ranch? I don't have any rams. It's not Rosh Hashanah. I'm not going to shofar with a ram horn. Ram Ranch. What the hell's a Ram Ranch? Is that where dead Dodge trucks go to die? Or dying Dodge trucks go to die? Or Dodge Ram Ranch? I have no idea. There's nothing to do in Wyoming. Unless you're Bill Cheney and you want to accidentally... the poor deer now in Contra Costa County are dying. They have an incurable disease, and the ones that are being affected, the older deer can survive it, but the baby deer are dying. It's very sad. I love deer. They're so cute and gentle. So anyway, that's what's going on. So, well, that's nice, but I have no idea what a ram ranch is. I know what ranching is. And here's my money order and my change. And so I can pay the rent. I'll pay my internet bill, and I'll pay my phone bill, and order my cat food. Thank you, Wildcard Line. I love the little kitty. Thank you for the donation, and you can donate to the channel through Super Chat or PayPal at falky2013@gmail.com. So I paid all my credit card money. I paid PG&E, the rent, everything's paid for. And on the stimulus front, it looks like they're finally going to get off their ass and finish negotiating by the end of the week. Checks will be going out. So I want to pay someone to hit Mitch McConnell, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and that Kevin McCarthy with a cream pie. So, okay. What you do, you go into your bathroom and you bend over, Mr. Troll. So, I had Chevron stock at one time. I was astounded to read that Chevron lost $8 billion this quarter. The oil companies have been really hurting. Gold broke 2,000. Silver is at 29, which means my silver, when I get it all out of the coin dealer, will be worth a lot more than I paid for it. I will just deal with it on my own. I'm going to ice my knee down. The only thing I didn't have time to go get in. Excuse me a moment. That was a slight chest pain. I did not get... Look, I am not in Reno, and you are a troll. Goodbye. We all know what troll is in Reno. Yeah, well, I feel sorry for you. You had stock in Blockbuster. Actually, if you'd taken that stock and put it into CBS or Viacom, you would have done well, probably. But, I have felt my head pounding, but this morning when the thing was pressing my back, those old style gas pumps, you saw the gasoline go in the glass tube before they had to switch them because they couldn't graduate over $1 a gallon. I could feel the blood rushing. It was like in a cartoon, and it hit my eyeballs, and it was horrible. So I'm awake. My shirt says, "Stay paranoid and trust no one." And after 9 years in this channel, I've got a damn good reason for wearing this shirt. So, thank you for making me laugh. I needed the laugh. And my left right side of my knee was swollen. It looked like the skin of Benjamin Grimm, the thing this afternoon. Not the thin. No, the thin. No, the thing. Not the thin. And it looked like it had knots on it. That's how swollen it was. So, anyway, I'm very, very angry about this. That someone would go against my wishes and basically squash me between two sides of a bed. I just thank God my leg wasn't hanging over the side. It would have broken my leg. Then I would have gotten up and beaten her with the stump. Oh, man. Now, I can't figure out if she isn't a troll, then she's got to be one of the stupidest hospital workers there's ever out there. You never know. It depends if the attorneys want to take the case, if they think it's actionable. But the fact that the charge nurse was notified, the operator notified someone else, the administration office notified someone else, and I got a call from the head of respiratory therapy, and then I sent a letter to the president of John Muir Health, sent a long email. It's in the system, so they admit it happened. They've got no defense. I don't know who Dr. Emanuel is, so I could not say. I don't even, hold on. No, I'm not going to say who my doctor was. That's privileged information, but what the hell is this anyway? Oh, I should take these. Let's see, this is prednisone. This is for I'm supposed to take these at breakfast. Gee, have I eaten now and I haven't eaten since this morning? Is that breakfast? Take those in the morning. I don't have a witness, but she went out in the hallway after I yelled and screamed at her, and she told me I wasn't being professional. I guess now I'm a professional patient. I don't know. And she complained to someone in the hallway, so I'm sure word got around. And like I said, the fact that the charge nurse talked to her, the manager of respiratory therapy talked to her, said she's going to talk to her again. They know it happened. So I don't think I need a witness. They know what she did. They know she took it on her own volition to move. You don't move a patient at full force when they're in the bed. You help them get out of the bed. They asked me repeatedly during the night if they wanted me to remake the bed. I said, no, I'm comfortable. Leave it alone. So I don't know what the deal with that all of a sudden. So, no, it wasn't Karen. It was like Mariel or something like that, like Mariel Hemingway. Something of that order. But she turned the light on, which is a glaring spotlight across me where the mirror was. I could not see her name badge. Now, I have 200 milligram ibuprofen. I'm not happy with the doctor. I begged her for 600 milligram to get through the pain of the knee and the back, and I got nothing. So, and it wasn't Mary Ann from Gilligan's Island either. And I do have the address for the president of John Muir Health. I'm not done with this. In the words of John Paul Jones, I have not yet begun to fight. I don't have any gummies. I have Snapple, the universal cure-all. Semi-warm Snapple. I ate a pickle. It's the other cure-all, like dill pickle and peach Snapple. The perfect taste combination. Not. I love peach Snapple. That's all I know. I drank the Lipton, and it's different. It also comes in this huge bottle. So, which is a little hard to hold on when it's full. But I might keep this a water bottle. I don't know. So anyway, oh, Kathy was when she heard me on the phone, she said, "You sound horrible." She called me earlier. She called me on the bus, and she said, "Are you still in the hospital?" I said, "No, I'm on my way home from safely." So, and I gave the cab driver a 20. The fare was about. He turned the meter off at 9:35, and I said, "You got to eat." He said, "You make any money?" He said, "No, the Uber and Lyft are killing us. We're not making anything. We're dying out here." So I gave him a $20 bill because my dad drove a cab in the 50s. I know what it's like to try to make money. And he waited for me nicely and then helped me in and out of the van. I got my iPad. I went, back to Bart, and I missed the bus by about 2 minutes. Then some nutcase saw me as I was going into the computer store. "I know you, I've talked to you, and everybody in California is high on pot." Sir, I don't have time. I get my iPad, I got a cab waiting. "Well, you're going to die of COVID-19. I'm going, what the bleep? What am I, a nut magnet today? So, I'm just going like, oh my God, what is that? But I do have the receipt. And there it is. Hard to read because it's in small print. When I take over the world, small print will go away. iPad has a bit of a charger stuck in an attempt to remove it. On success, replace charge port and test. Well, they didn't test enough. After removing and replacing charge dock, there was no way to confirm how the end of the charger snapped off in the port. However, there was no signs of physical damage other than the broken charger to indicate user error. So that means Anchor will have to pay me my $141, right? And my 4-game Final Fantasy got the position kicked the crap out of because I was in the shop for over a week. It took from Tuesday till the day to get the charging port in the mail. So there's the iPad. No, because it's not my building. Now, if I win the lotto, I'd buy this building, and I would personally ask to be allowed a special dispensation from the President of the United States to blow this building up when everybody moves out. And then personally bulldoze what's left of it, and then build a brand new modern building for seniors. So, but who knows? There may be permanent damage, it may be temporary, but the fact that she did it all means I have one hell of a case for something. I could start a new program like the 70s with the Gong Show, the $1.98 lawsuit. Dun, 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 dun. And here's the lawsuit lady. Come in, lawsuit lady. Dun, 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 dun. Hi, George. Tonight our lawsuits are Fred Sixpack. He's suing for slipping on a banana at Kroger. Seymour Schmidlap is suing for slipping on Fred Schmidlap. So they had the $1.98 beauty contest. We have the $1.98 lawsuit. You get a $1.98. You get what do they call those prizes? Home gift prizes or something. You get like a Nair for your legs and Tony for your hair, and you get shaving cream and bro cream or whatever. You get this package of stuff, and $1.98. And then they tax you in the $1.98, And you get a free Yugo or maybe a beat up Fiat, and they charge you tax on the beat up Fiat, that nobody can seem to get working. Something like, or those Russian cars, the Lavgas, something like that, Ladas. Get one of those. That will be your gift. You get a Lotto, they will not tax you. It's a reverse tax. They pay you to get rid of it. So, but I will, if I win enough money, you will see me. You will see my video area of my home. You will not see the whole home because I don't want trolls showing up. And it will be protected by attack tribbles with teeth and no glommers. But I just think it's the most bizarre thing that someone would take the controls and start pushing the buttons and things start raising up and starts raising up, and where are you going to go in the middle? You're folded. Like Mr. Solo and Goldfinger and the brand new Lincoln Continental, and they squashed it this way, and they put the El Camino, and it turns out that car would have been too heavy for the El Camino. So, no, Kathy will live in the second guest house, which will be like on the other end of the Pedernales, you know, on the other end of the Ponderosa, because she plays horrible music I can't stand. We talk on the phone. She can come over. Maybe I get Kathy like a mini John Deere. She could ride around her tractor, you know. Use it to cut the tumbleweed at the same time, you know. She tools around it, blade would cut the tumbleweed, chop it up. But problem is she finds the deep country like Reno and places boring. She wants to live in the Bay Area. That's okay too. If I had enough money, she can always drive up or take the train once the crud is over. She gets picked up by workmen, which ain't easy if you try to pick up Kathy, and brought to the house. And then we would get to be together, so. Well, we get a Prius, you're going to see me because I'm going to have the cool time equivalent for the car. I'm going to have a thing for the iPad. You'll see us in the car taking long trips together. Here we are in the Grand Canyon. I just put all the used cat litter for the last 27 years in to see if I can fill it up. And these big clumps, we got a clump catapult. We're just throwing that stuff in there, filling in that hole. It's an eyesore. Why they could have this at the park, I'll never know. Why they got a big hole in the ground with donkeys at the bottom. Dead donkey, hundreds of dead donkeys that have fallen off the little path where the tourists are, and hundreds of dead tourists with the donkeys as well. Need to fill that sucker up. Someone might trip in the dark and kill themselves. And all these guys wanted to jump high-speed motorcycles and cars over it. We got to protect people from that stuff. That stuff is dangerous and it pollutes the air, my friends. You might have a huge collision and bring down a couple of airliners. You cannot have this. Have to have safe skies and safe sex at the same time. And safe cars. Have a guy who wants to jump the Grand Canyon, have him do it on a bicycle. I want to see, or a tricycle. Let's see him cross that sucker. What's for dinner? Probably pizza, or I forgot to put this in. Little girl loves this stuff. I'll go down and give Mama Cat and Kitten their wet food. I can ice my leg down and go to sleep. Excuse me. Hello, Beverly. But I'm not kidding you on this. I didn't save the email, but I'm sure I'm going to get an answer from them. Oh yes, UCSF called me. They're going to call me on Friday for a pulmonary update. They want me to do pulmonary tests and breathing tests and treadmills and all that stuff. So, and now if I'd been so sore, I would have stopped at the liquor store and gotten an adult beverage. And it's hard to do that because the adult won't stop screaming when you stuff him into the can. So, oh, that was a mistake. Ow, oh, ow, 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 oh, I bent my knee backward. It did, my left knee, it did not like that. It said, why the hell are you doing that? Oh. That is, you're rolling your eyes up in your head and closing them at the same time. Look, you're not going to sleep. You're going like, ooh, ah. Oh. Okay. So anyway, I think I'm going to get out of this chair, ice my knee down so I can go feed Mama Cat and Kitten. They were waiting for me when I got home. When I was leaving, they were waiting for me, and I said, I can't. I have to get the bus so I can get the iPad out of the shop. So I will be back tomorrow. And this, I touched the knee with my hand, and that was also a mistake. The right where the kneecap is and the bone, I felt that earlier. There's a ligament over the bone or something, and that's all swollen. So, I wish the doctor, I don't know why these doctors are so concerned about your stomach. If you take 600 milligram or 800 milligram ibuprofen, you're in pain. Little pink, generic, Safeway ibuprofen, do not cut it. No, I did not give, how did you get back in here again? I did not give Mama Cat mayonnaise. Yeah, well, I want to warn you. You get older, you fall, you have problems, and you get sick. So, I wish my parents had warned me about pain and falling and all that, and illness. So, well, thank you all for coming in. Thank you for the small super chat donation. Remember, you can always donate. It helps the channel. It helps the kitties. And I have to lie down. I may put an ice pack on my back too. I had to sleep today. I got about an hour of sleep. I had to sleep on my left side, which I seldom do. No pillow behind it. Usually when I sleep on my left side, I put a pillow behind it. But I woke up and there was a little girl cuddling next to me. So, all right. This is George Senator. Guy from Pittsburgh. Oh, by the way, I literally pulled myself up the stairs. That was not funny. There were 2 big bags of groceries. Have a great night. Stay wet, warm, dry, or cool as the case may be. Stay warm and dry, or cool and dry, and I'll catch you next time. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye for now.